drugs and alcohol was the environment Brian Lorenzi grew up in.
My mom was on multiple different drugs. My dad, he was a hardcore drinker.
Lorenzi tells 47 ABC that he never got any attention growing up and started to focus his attention on drugs at the age of 14.
I got into crack cocaine right around that age, and I was actually doing it with my mother. I dropped out of school in 8th grade after my 3rd year of 8th grade because there was just no consequences at home, and to me this was a norm.
And that norm led him to 11 years in prison. At 27 years old, on April 23, 2012, Lorenzi was released from prison, and he decided to celebrate.
We got some bags of heroin. My mom was a bigger lady, and I ended up shooting her up with heroin. So she ended up, as they would call it, nodding out. She was high, so she sat on her little chair.
But this celebration of life turned deadly. As Lorenzi saw his mother lifeless, she had overdosed.
I grabbed the ice cold glass of water and I threw it in her face, and she didn't budge. So then I went over there and I tried to smack her, and she was hard as a board. So she had been dead for 6 hours.
Lorenzi tells 47 ABC that for years he blamed himself, and at that exact moment he changed his life, but for the worst.
That's when I really got into shooting heroin. I got really big into it. I didn't have no purpose in my life. And if you don't have a purpose, you're not going to fear consequences.
A few weeks later, Lorenzi met his girlfriend and the mother of his kids, Amanda Laughlin. Laughlin ended up in jail as she gave birth to their daughter. As Lorenzi took care of her, he was busted at a hotel with a few bags of heroin.
The state took, our daughter from us.
And after Laughlin left jail, Lorenzi says they were both homeless, helpless, and jobless.
Ultimately, we ended up in a tent. We were homeless, and that was by far the worst. That was like our rock bottom. At the beginning of the tent, I didn't know that I was pregnant, and then found out that I was pregnant, and that was probably the wake-up call.
After being in the tent for 5 months, their baby boy, Braylon, was their wake-up call. This time, they sought help, got jobs, and got their lives back. Lorenzi was even inspired to start his own group called Reclaiming Your Life.
I know experience is by far the best teacher, but I just felt like I have a gift and I want to give back. To me, it's all about just going there and being the best man I can be, being the best father, the best boyfriend, the best human being I possibly can.
Justina Coronel, 47 ABC.